welcome back to our Radio Primavera Sound Twitch. And I'm absolutely delighted to have here Water From Your Eyes. How are you doing?
Good.
Doing great.
Rachel and Nate back in the house. It's like reconnect. It's like Thanksgiving when you get back and meet the family, or long lost cousins and stuff that you haven't seen for a while. We're catching up after being with you at the Weekender in Benidorm. That was wonderful.
What I was going to say was, I've now seen 2 musical artists with my children. The first of which was Rosalia, and the second, Water From Your Eyes.
You took your children?
I did, yeah.
Where? Here. Ah, okay.
What do you mean, where?
All right. No.
Were they okay afterwards?
My daughter said it was intense, and my son made the rather odd suggestion. He was like, "Where are the words?" So I was like, "Well, they're singing words." Like, what's her name? He was like, "Oh, whatever." Anyway, yeah, it's lovely. It really is lovely to speak to you again after the weekend, the Weekender. Excuse me. Any memories of that gig? I mean, Jousting Arena.
Oh yeah,
Robin Hood Camp.
How often do you play in a jousting arena?
I viscerally remember the smell.
Good smell.
I mean, I guess if you like the smell of horses,
Yeah.
then it was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm kind of neutral, so neutrals smell.
What your sense of smell is neutral in what sense?
No, I'm just neutral about the smell of horses.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah,
I
you don't like love it or hate it. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's there.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And after that, you went on holiday in Barcelona, right?
yeah.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, I did.
You had a
Yeah.
week off. I remember you telling us.
Yeah, I spent a week here.
Did you make memories in Barcelona? Is there anything that you loved about that visit?
I kind of just did the same things I did the last time I was here, which was stay with my friend, go to the pastry place by her house, order the same things I liked the last time, and then there's that park, the Labyrinth Park.
Yeah. Up the Gaudi. What's it called?
Not the Gaudi one. It's the one that's like the oldest state.
Horta. El Parque de Horta. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
like-
maze. It's a proper maze. You can get lost in it.
Yeah.
Like in The Shining.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
went there, I think, once or twice again, because
Okay.
I love that place.
Barcelona is a city that attracts many artists to come and live here. Did you ever have a moment you thought, why am I living in Brooklyn? I should live in Barcelona.
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
So we were sort of talking earlier, and I was like, well, what have you been up to? And you said not much. And you neglected to mention the fact you played for 160,000 people, which sort of strikes me as much. I mean, how that was opening for Interpol in Mexico City? How on earth was that?
I mean, the show, the
Yeah,
set
the whole
felt like other sets because I just look down. I don't really look out that much, but the whole experience was very strange. And I mean, in a really good way. It was just trippy, and I kind of like shelved it. I'm waiting to have some more time to process it because we've been so busy.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely made it weird to try to estimate how many people are watching you. Because I was like, that's a couple thousand people. I don't know, maybe like 5,000, but I guess it was like, way more than that. But I will say the most memorable, we got to be in a police escort,
Oh, nice.
which was really, really insane because it was just like 0 to 60.
Peeling
then-
out around corners
Yeah,
in Mexico
and
City.
this, like sirens going.
Yeah.
Is it as fun as it looks?
It was fun. Yeah.
It was fun. I'm not gonna I doubt we'll ever get to do it again. But I was like, when we were on stage, I was like, oh, cool, normal at work. But when we were in the police escort, I was like, I feel famous.
But did you have to tweak your set and sync, so that you can reach all the people that are way out back and stuff? Because there's a lot of nuance to Water From Your Eyes that you can pick up in a club or even a stage like the ones here in Primavera where there's a certain kind of intimacy. But that kind of vastness, do you feel that you have to rearrange things to make it more impactful?
I mean, we just kind of didn't. I mean, they had different speakers further and further back, so it was big enough. So
Okay.
after the first, 50,000 people, there was another like full PA. So, I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Should
Yeah.
we? Do you think we should have tried something?
Thrown in Hey Jude or something to go, you know.
Yeah, We Are the World. We did sound check for like an hour, which was new and different.
Yeah, we had a lot of time to sound check.
So that was.
And at that point, the sound check was already like one of the biggest shows we've ever played. It was like, oh, they're like, you know,
Of,
1,500 people here.
Fans like waiting now for their first.
I heard there had been people there for like over 24 hours.
Wow. What? It's because the devotion of the fan. I know Interpol's Mexican fan base. It's like diehard. You know, it's like one of the strongest fan bases they have, which is why they chose to promote the Marauder, their album. They did the whole promotional cycle starting in Mexico, because it's like well, it's a little off the side.
I was going to say, talking of covers, I had an amazing link, Johan. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm reading you.
You recently covered Giant Sand's Warm Storm. Why choose that song? It's a great cover. Why choose that? Are they a big influence, a band you really like? Or?
No, we'd actually never heard of them, and the label, this label reached out to us. They were having different people choose covers, and we needed the money, so we were like, okay, send us the songs, and they sent us 10, and I listened to like the first 10 seconds of all of them, and for whatever reason chose that one. We actually forgot. This was a long time ago. We kind of forgot about it.
I think though naturally it did fit like really well. Like a lot of people have texted me being like, I love the new song. And I'm like, yeah, it's a cover actually. And they're like, oh, whoa. And I'm like, yeah. And then, I don't know, so.
And you didn't hear from Howie Gelb or members of Giant Sand?
No.
Like, hey, thank you for doing our cover.
No, I guess not.
No.
I didn't even think about that. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I think, he's great, so I just hope he's well. He doesn't need to say anything.
Yeah,
As long as he didn't sound like that was bad.
he didn't do the Neil Young thing, no, where
Hires us to do it, then tells us we can't.
Well, I was going to say, because it's been like a year, a year and a week, I think, since Everyone's Crush was released. Does there come a moment like where you can just sort of sit back and like, okay, the record's good. I don't need to think about that hi-hat sound. It's done. We're happy.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't listened to it in a long time.
You should. It's
to be
good.
totally honest. I'd
fun,
like to at some point. I think that kind of sounds fun. But yeah, I mean, usually in terms of particulars like that, the track itself is usually done before we even really approach the vocals. So it's kind of nice, and it's very much like you always like committing on the spot, especially with that album, because the computer that I was making it on was not doing so hot. So I could only do so much in a given session. So by the time we were listening to the drums in the context of a song, they were already done. It was kind of like, okay, that just is what it is. So fast decisions, no regrets.
And your solo project, this is Lorelei, has got a new album coming out in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, really soon now. I think June. Oh yeah, less than 2 weeks now, or 2 weeks from today, June 14th, I think.
Does it get hectic balancing, various projects at the same time?
Yeah, it does. But when there's time to work on that project, I'll cram in as much as I can. But Water From Your Eyes is definitely, in terms of time spent working on it, is the priority.
Mm-hmm.
But it is like also, it's really nice to have both. I think the fact that both projects exist, it allows each of them to be, really like what they are, their own thing. Because if there's only one project, then I'd, be trying to put everything into it. And
yeah,
I don't know, maybe that would be cool, maybe it wouldn't.
Uh-huh.
There's a song on there, and you can swear, by the way, but my children might be around here, so I'm going to call it All Flumped Up.
Flump.
Just in case the kids are around. And it talks about Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never been to Madrid at that point when I made it. It was kind of just like, I was playing I mean, a lot of the songs on that album are playing with like just kind of like these archetypal songwriting tools, and one of those tools is name dropping places, because then, you know, if you give someone, then I think that encourages the listener to then, it's like, okay, like I know exactly what that is, and then that's kind of like a easy, you know, starting point for the listener to kind of like build out the world. So it's kind of like a little kickstart to the imagination, or that was the idea. But now I have been to Madrid and I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah. And speaking of side projects and balancing them, Rachel, with your other project, Thanks for Coming, how active are you with that? I mean, is it mainly you making music and uploading it, or is there also a part of you that wants to take that on stages?
I mean, I don't know about stages. Just, I don't know. I guess.
Because you're a performing artist, so.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I don't know.
I think you can say that. I think
Yeah.
that's a safe assumption at this point.
You've played for 160,000 people. That's probably, you know.
You're ready to have the Bono talk, as who was it who said, I got the Bono talk, you know, when you reach that level and all of a sudden Bono comes in, it's like you're part of the elite now we can have the talk about the Bono talk. Who
You know,
told
if I see Bono, I'm gonna tell him that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
He's like, where's my talk? Am I here yet?
Yeah, and be like, I'm so glad we can finally speak to each other.
I got words for you. But I'm afraid we're going to have to. We can speak to you for ages. We did the other day, but we're going to have to end there. You're playing La Ciutat tomorrow. Which
How
is
great to come and play the festival, and then also, just for anyone who didn't get the chance, come to the city gig, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited. I love playing in Barcelona, so I'm excited. I mean, like, this also is obviously in Barcelona.
Yeah.
But this seems kind of separate from the...
we love playing in Barcelona twice.
Yeah. Will it be a completely different kind of set for the city?
I mean, maybe vibe-wise, but it's gonna be a lot of the same stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really think about it, so this is good.
Yeah, I didn't even
we'll
consider
talk about
it.
it privately.
Yeah. Depends how long we're supposed to play. I don't know yet.
And just to finish off, water from your eyes is basically tears. What's the easiest way to make you cry? Like a movie or scene, a book?
I don't know. I guess hurting me. Emotionally, physically. Like just getting hurt. Yeah.
But there's not like like a cartoon from your infancy or something that always triggers like, I always get teary-eyed watching E.T., for instance. I don't know.
I have a piece of music that I think you like consistently will bring me really close to it, which is Ben Johnston. I think it's String Quartet number 7. There's this 16-minute piece called number 7 with Solemnity that just has it's very microtonal, but in like a physics way. It's like, it sounds like the universe breathing. It's simultaneously like the most futuristic and most ancient sounding thing. And it definitely, it's hard for me to listen to that without getting really close, tears in my eyes.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna change my answer. Mine is actually our song, but while we're performing it, 14.
Wow.
I almost always cry.
Wow.
Yeah.
14. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's great.
Rachel and Nate.
Anytime you come to Barcelona, do
Look us
come and
up.
see us. Or Weird Robin Hood Camp, do come and see us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.